Greetings, everyone, from all of us at TSG Foundation Center for Spiritual Development. We wish you and your family a most joyous and blessed Easter. I am Gita Saraydarian, and today I would like to share with you passages from the book Teachings of Christ, Volume 4, The Resurrection of Christ, and this is by Torkom Saraydarian, Chapter 4, titled Easter Message. Let us begin this beautiful celebration with a mantram. That is the mantram for disciples and initiation. Lead us, O Lord, from darkness to light, from the unreal to the real, from death to immortality, from chaos to beauty. Easter is a holy day that is celebrated by millions of people all over the world in all the different Christian religious churches and places of worship. It is a joyous holiday because it is the resurrection of our life, the possibility that we can overcome anything, even death, in our lives. Let me read for you of some beautiful passages. From page 74, the mystery of resurrection is the transformation of our lives. Eventually, we will live in such a way that every year we will not be the same beings. We will be more refined. We will be in greater light and greater beauty. This is the purpose of life. The story of resurrection is the story of the mastery of life. When stage by stage you master your life, your body, your habits, your shortcomings, your lies, and your identifications with matter, eventually you resurrect yourself. Resurrection means that every moment you are controlling, refining, and transforming your physical, emotional, and mental nature, as well as the nature of your family, nation, and humanity. In this way, the Spirit of God, which is within you, slowly resurrects itself and gains mastery over matter. Now, in this chapter, Torkom outlines 7 steps that we can take to resurrect ourselves. So, in resurrection, in this case, means to change ourselves for something better, something higher, something that our soul really yearns for. What is the first step? First step is to have a short-range vision. And this is important because we need to take steps one baby step at a time. So he says to create a vision for yourself this year until next Easter. Your vision will be for accomplishment in beingness, what you really want to be in this 1 year. This is very important. It is not what we are going to do. For example, go on a diet or exercise or read certain books. No, this is asking us, what do you want to be? And this is very important because beingness is much, much more visible in our everyday life. What we know, what we think is one thing, but what we are in our essence and how we manifest that every day in our lives is going to make the difference in our life and the lives of people who love us. So that's step number 1. What is your short-range vision? And make a short-range vision for yourself. What do I want to be next year at this time? Now let's look at the second one. The second step to resurrect yourself is to have a long-range vision. This is so wonderful, long-range vision. Ask yourself, what am I going to do with this life? What initiation am I going to reach? What step of progress will I reach in this life? Am I going to be a success or a failure in this life? So our long-range vision is important because it is, again, a longer vision of your beingness. What is my physical challenges that I need to overcome? What are my emotional challenges? What are my mental challenges? And in these three, we will see that as we overcome one challenge after another, we will take the first initiation, second initiation, third initiation. Initiation means overcoming the pull of matter, and it is a step toward resurrection. Now, the third step you can take in resurrecting yourself is striving. You must develop a technique of striving. Striving means continuous harmonization of your life to higher principles and visions. For example, we are told there are 7 main principles in all the spiritual traditions. These are beauty, goodness, righteousness, joy, freedom, striving toward perfection, and sacrificial service. Can we take one of those principles and continuously harmonize ourselves with them? For example, if I say this year I'm going to harmonize myself with beauty and continuously catch myself when I am not experiencing and expressing beauty. And as we go through one after another, the 7 principles will become a part of our life, but we must strive for it. I have spoken about these 7 principles in the daily discipline of worship, and there is one beautiful mantra that you say at each of the 5 points of worship, and they are beautiful that you can try yourself. So strive every day. It doesn't matter how small the striving is, how large it is, they will accumulate and make a big difference in your life. The 4th step in resurrecting yourself is detachment from your past self. We do not remain the same, so we need to make sure that our old self-image, our old habits, our old proclivities are looked at critically, and we remove them from our past. Can you detach yourself from your old self? This is so important. If we are tired about the old ways of doing things, we need to start thinking what they are and how we can move ourselves away from them. Think about how you could make yourself new. For example, can you change your relationships with certain people? Can you create a new approach to people? Can you love in a new way? Can you think and feel in a new way? And sometimes the most immediate step we need to take is forgiveness. When we start forgiving, all the old things that we are stuck to will start changing, and we will start resurrecting ourselves from detaching from the past wounds, the past memories, the past problems. Remember, resurrection is leaving the past behind. Now, the 5th step in resurrecting yourself is to clear your karma. To clear your karma means to clear your debts. Unless you clear your debts, you cannot progress. If you are able, give things back. If you are not able, try to do your best to help others. This is so important. Help others in any way that you can, whether it's physical, for example, a phone call, an email, a letter, or a card, or money, anything that you can to help someone, even if it's not someone directly that you owe anything to. Clear your karma by helping someone. You can do the same emotionally. You can do the same mentally through forgiveness, through expanding your love, and through looking at life and people in a new way. Anything that is binding you in some way and bothering your conscience, clear it, clean it, and do not ever do it again, because it will prevent your future resurrection. So you can see in this 5th step, we are taking off any shackles that bind us down. Let's go to number 6. The 6th step to resurrect yourself is to create a manifestation of refinement. I love this. It is so beautiful. Look what he says. Create, for example, an art gallery, a music center, a theatrical center, a college, a church, a temple. It is so, so beautiful that we were all able together to create this beautiful center for spiritual development. But that's not enough. Look what he says, something through which people will be refined. Also, this is very important, your own life must be a manifestation of refinement. It is not enough for us to go to a temple, to a place of worship, to go to church, but we must also be examples of refinement in your speech, in your dress, in your relationships with people. You must manifest refinement. You must build a sphere of refinement around yourself so that when people come closer to you, they feel that you are going through a process of refinement. I know in our modern culture, this is not something that we all aspire to adhere to, but we must, as disciples, try to be more refined in our speech, in our thoughts, in our feelings, even the way we dress, the way we speak, the way we hear other people, and how we have a relationship with other people, that it is one of refinement. Now let's go to the seventh one. And the seventh step in resurrecting yourself is sacrificial living. That's one of the 7 principles. You must ask what you are really giving to life. This is so important that we get out of ourselves and we look at our lives in a larger context. What are we giving to life? What are you leaving behind you? Remember, the value of a person is decided by what he or she leaves behind. That people remember us with joy, with love, with refinement, and they can think of us and what an example we were in their lives. Through these 7 steps, you can eventually achieve resurrection. The first signs that you are finding yourself will always come for others, not from yourself. Other people will see that you are becoming more and more beautiful, healthy, compassionate, and noble. They will see that some divine light is shining out of you. Thus, you become a help, a service, a sacrifice, a point of refinement in life. Through your relationships with people, are you building right human relations? Are you coming in contact with the purpose of life? Do you awaken to the sensitivity in which you can start registering that there is a purpose within you and within nature? The purpose must find total manifestation in your life. In this way, we can make Easter a reality. Instead of just making a day of eating and drinking, which is fine and joyous to be with our family and friends, but at the bottom of this spiritual holy day, Easter is a serious day in which we must think about the steps to take to resurrect ourselves. Let us close with the same mantra of initiation. Close your eyes and repeat after me. Lead us, O Lord, from darkness to light, from the unreal to the real, from death to immortality, from chaos to beauty.